Indian military superiority has rattled Pakistan. Not only its claims of downing any Indian fighter jet has been completely debunked as fake, Indian indigenous weapon systems like Akash blew Pakistani missiles and drones out of the sky, ensuring no hits at all on any Indian military installations, while in turn destroying 11 Pakistani air bases. Soon, the same Indian Akash Air Defence will become a real headache for Turkey's Erdogan and especially Azerbaijan's Aliyev, as India will deliver the second batch of its formidable Akash Air Defence Iron Shield to protect Armenia. After India's decisive victory in the recent conflict, Indian defense stocks are soaring as the market realizes a winner when it sees one.
हिंदुस्तान ने अपने बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल अभी लॉन्च किए हैं. एक नूर खान एयरपोर्ट पे गिरा है.
Is it humiliating for Pakistan that India can strike so well and so deep?
Even Rafale prices are near record high after the brilliant showing by the Indian Air Force to fool and spoof Pakistani jets and Chinese PL-50 missiles. Now, India is using its defense manufacturing prowess as a geopolitical tool. Armenia is going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries, a country which is an adversary of Pakistan's ally Azerbaijan. In real bad news for Azerbaijan and Turkey, India will be supplying the second batch of its Akash surface-to-air missile system to Armenia this July itself. Turkey and Azerbaijan have shown they will back terror state Pakistan come what may.
ये जो हक्कानी है, हीरो है हमारा जी, टीज का हीरो है. ओसामा बिन लादेन हमारा हीरो था.
पाकिस्तान के अंदर डिफरेंट टेररिस्ट ग्रुप्स हैं 50. आपके मुल्क में तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं जो हमारे हर रोज हो रहा है.
The Akash has proven itself in combat and fully adept at shooting down all kinds of Turkish drone swarms and Pakistani missiles. The Narendra Modi government delivered its first batch of Akash Air Defence to Armenia in November 2024 last year, as the threat of a new war with Azerbaijan remains real and present. The full deal, valued at over $700 million, was signed in 2022, covers 15 units of the upgraded Indian air defense platform, making Armenia the first foreign country to acquire this ACE system, with many more likely to follow. Remember, India has been rapidly arming Armenia, helping to defend itself against Azerbaijani aggression. After tensions between the two Caucasus neighbors reached a tipping point when Baku recaptured the Armenian populated region of Nagorno-Karabakh in 2023 in a lightning military offensive. Armenia has also shown interest in the Trelai missiles manufactured by the DRDO. The two countries are redefining their defense partnership, as Indian defense exports to Armenia have increased dramatically. The total volume of weapons purchased by Armenia from India reached over $600 million at the start of FY 2024-25. Armenia has also placed an order for the Indian Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System in March 2024, which India too plans to deploy along the LAC, or the India-China border, with an eye on PLA aggression. Armenia wants to procure 84 more ATAGs under a $155 million deal after an initial batch of 6 was ordered in 2023, designed for high mobility and rapid deployment. These are designed for shoot and scoot missions after Azerbaijani drones had decimated Armenian artillery units in Nagorno-Karabakh war, while high-altitude operability and automatic command and control systems of the Indian artillery guns make them an ideal choice for Armenian forces. In 2023, Armenia also reportedly received the Pinaka NK-1 multi-launch rocket systems it ordered from India the previous year. Pinaka base version has a range of 38 kilometers, while the upgraded Pinaka NK-2 or Mark II has a range of 80 kilometers. It's a free-flight artillery rocket area bombardment system with a quick reaction time and high rate of fire. A single Pinaka system can fire 12 rockets in just 44 seconds to flatten a square kilometer of enemy territory. Azeri troops will do well to stay well clear of Armenian borders. Coming back to the made in India Akash Air Defence system, a critical component of India's multi-layered integrated air defence shield, Armenia witnessed its success during the recent India-Pakistan war. Developed by the Indian Defence Research and Development Organization and manufactured by Bharat Dynamics, Akash is a mobile, short to medium range surface-to-air missile system. Over 200 Akash systems are already in service with the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army, while nearly 250 more are to be inducted. Under Operation Sindoor, Akash helped in detecting, tracking and then neutralizing Pakistani drones and drone attacks along the LOC and ensured no hits on any Indian military installations. This Indian air defense system is comparable to Israel's famed Iron Dome. It is also capable of safeguarding mobile, high-value targets. With a range of 4.5 km to 25 km medium range, Akash can take out any target from fighter jets to helicopters, drones or cruise missiles, flying as low as 100 meters up to 20 kilometers in altitude. An Indian government statement stresses, quote, "Despite Pakistan's attempt to exploit advanced foreign-supplied weaponry ranging from Chinese-made PL-15 LR beyond visual range air-to-air missiles to Turkish-origin Baykar Yiha kamikaze drones and Asisgard Songar drones, India's AD and electronic warfare networks remained superior," unquote. Turkish drones failed to provide the tactical advantage Islamabad was hoping for. Remember, the Turkish TB2 drones were widely used during the Azeri forces in the Nagorno-Karabakh war against Yerevan. With a speed of 230 km per hour and a combat communication range of 200 km, the TB2 penetrated Armenian airspace, allowing Azeri forces to launch hunter-killer raids. But the Indian Akash Air Defence will change all that. In fact, in the recent conflict, Pakistan was afraid and did not even use the TB2 drones for fear of losing them and plummeting their market value. Ankara instead armed Pakistan with Yiha drones and loitering munitions to threaten forward Indian military positions, supply convoys, and to gain intelligence. Equipped with the electronic counter-measures, the Akash defense system prevented Turkish drones to cause damage to India's airfields and logistic hubs. Now, it's a win-win situation for India. The arms exports to Armenia are not only bolstering India's defense exports, but also its strategic footprint in the Caucasus and Mediterranean region at large. The growing cooperation between Turkey, Pakistan and Azerbaijan are driving India, Armenia and Greece closer together. Turkey and Pakistan have openly backed Azerbaijan's position on Nagorno-Karabakh, and in turn, Turkey and Azerbaijan are questioning India's historical and legal right to all of Kashmir. In the open, Erdogan has pledged renewed support to Pakistan despite India imposing a diplomatic and economic boycott of Turkey. Erdogan vowed he will stand with Pakistan in good times and bad. And times are certainly bad for Islamabad, given India's multiple operations inside Pakistan to first take out its terror camps and then nearly 11 airfields. So why couldn't Pakistan save its airspace from multiple Indian attacks if its air force is so special? Truth is, Pakistan had no reply as India struck its military bases at will, deep inside its territory.
बुलारी में डायरेक्टली आके एक हैंगर पे लगा जहां पे एक हमारा एबैक्स खड़ा था जो डैमेज हुआ.
Now, India has also been deeply angered by Turkey and Azerbaijan for siding with Pakistan instead of condemning state-sponsored terror.
Well, we have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades.
As far as what the defense minister said, I don't think that it's a secret that Pakistan...
Operation Sindoor, India's fight against terror, became a victory march for made-in-India defense tech over Pakistan's Turkish and Chinese military weapon systems. Now reports are emerging of multiple Southeast Asian nations including Vietnam, Indonesia and Philippines, along with Gulf powers like Saudi Arabia, who are interested in buying made-in-India missile systems like the Brahmos, which decimated Pakistani air bases. Brahmos became India's trump card as India struck terror hideouts and military bases over 150 kilometers deep inside Pakistani territory, including the heavily defended and strategic Noor Khan Air Base. According to reports, multiple nations have made inquiries for the Brahmos. These also include Egypt, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Oman, along with South Africa and Bulgaria. But what do you believe? Can Indian arms help Armenia defend itself against Azerbaijan's aggression? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.